Here are clips of 100 times cops humiliated road ragers. This lady pulls out in front of everyone. Luckily, a cop was right there to put her in her place. This driver speeds down the road like no one's business. Watch this cop conveniently pull them over. This car must be extremely impatient. They almost ran a red light. The best part was the cop was waiting just in the wings. Looks like this rager got what was coming. Not only did he harm other drivers, he got out in the middle of the road to make his case.
Bye, have a great time.
Блять, он мне по ноге проехал.
This truck almost causes so many accidents. Luckily, there was someone there to stop it. Some people should just learn to cope differently. There's nothing more interesting than a driver doing something illegal over and over again just to make a point on the road. Hopefully, this driver will learn to control the rage when a cop is not watching. This rager goes off-road to escape the police. Luckily, the officers were right there to show him who's boss. This rager tries to race another car. Is he jealous? He didn't win, so it's safe to say he was pretty humiliated. This rager resorts to taking off his clothes to prove a point. He's really racking up the charges with this episode. This driver does donuts around a roundabout. Well, the cop didn't find it as entertaining as the driver may have. This driver thinks they can use whatever lane they want. The cop said, not so fast. Watch this speeder ignore the cop that was right ahead of him. Rage needs to stop when a cop is near. That's something this driver will learn very quickly. Speeding to get where you need to go won't do you any good. Just ask that cop that pulled out moments later. This driver decides to catch up on the road. This will quickly become a regretful choice, as a cop was right on standby to watch. This car has time for no one. While putting others in danger, thank God a cop was right there to put this to an end. This bus driver has places to be and can't be bothered to wait for the law. However, the cop won't let this one fly. Well, this wasn't the smartest. Watch this guy try to start something with a driver. Not just any driver, a cop. Pretty sure a bike lane is for bikes. Yep, this car's impatience does in fact backfire as a cop watches the whole thing. This driver doesn't even take into account a stop on red. These true road ragers need to learn these lessons. You must always stop for the cops. This driver thinks that they're too good for the rules. Well, that always backfires. This driver needs to be stopped. The only way to do that was for the cop to show the driver who is boss. This guy had no idea where he was going and was causing so many problems on the road. The cop had to get out of the car to put this driver in his place. This impatient driver learned that breaking the law is not always going to get you places faster, especially when a cop is right behind you. This guy thinks he runs the road. However, this didn't last very long, as a cop was right there to witness it. When you turn a red light while oncoming traffic is charging ahead, you may just want to stop and wait your turn. This driver learned that being the fastest on the road is not always the best bet. Hopefully, this lesson will sink in a little more next time. Red light means stop. Obviously, it is clear this Honda driver will need a little lesson in that. Watch this driver almost cause an accident. Luckily, there was a cop on standby to make sure this doesn't happen again. This cop was able to catch a rager undercover. This car will learn to be careful next time, anytime they want to cause trouble on the road. This huge truck runs cars off the road. One of those cars was a cop. Watch this truck driver get absolutely humiliated. Here's another red light runner. Some people just need to learn that red lights don't last forever. You will eventually reach your destination. This driver tries to escape the rules and instantly regrets it. Thank God there was a cop right there to provide this entertainment.
You busted, buddy.
This cop was right there to support this driver. The other driver tries to start drama, but the cop was not having it. Watch this speeder think they can run the road. Best part is the cop that is following. This car cuts off a cop. That was a mistake this car instantly regretted.
From the infield there after the game was over and left it.
This Camaro thinks he can get away from anything. This cop makes sure that wouldn't happen. This car is very impatient and creates their own lane. Watch as cop takes a matter into their own hands. This tailgater got what was coming. A cop was right there to witness the whole thing, and luckily put a stop to it.
Sneak off from this party, and they're gonna have some cake in the warehouse. The warehouse is the sneak site, clearly. And I mean, isn't Angela uncomfortable being in that room with all those other people, including her fiance? She doesn't have any guilt about it. I guess not. She has no problem sleeping at night. We've established that. That's true. Stanley is in the room with the cake, but he's not even eating it. He said his tastes have changed. Now all he likes is baklava, which I thought was a really interesting thing to say because baklava is very sweet. Like if you've lost your sweet tooth, I mean, it's nutty. I love a baklava.
I do too. It's dense though. It's a dense, sugary treat.
I know. Please? And I often eat too much of it and I get a stomachache because, you know, they give you a tiny piece and I'll eat like...
This mad driver cut another driver off. That didn't fly with the cop who was following, however.
Okay, Garmin, take video.
This driver thought they were slick. Not slick enough, though, to be not noticed by the cop who was right behind them.
Yep, there they go. Bye-bye, honey.
This semi thinks that he runs the road. At least that's what it seems like when this instant karma happens. This impatient driver got what was coming. Let's just say that karma was instant.
Go, go, go! Get him! Get him! Yeah!
This car thinks they can drag race on a road? The best part is the cop was watching. This van driver must not like the speed limit. This cop makes sure they will learn to, though. Another van thinks they run the road. Considering the high speeds the driver was going, it's no wonder this driver was pulled over.
Happy to answer questions and converse with me.
This driver is completely reckless on the highway, reckless enough to not even check for cops. The person who was filming almost got pulled over. That was until this idiot thought the road was too good for them and then stole the cop's attention. This driver sped on the highway like he ran the place. Unfortunately, this cop had to remind him that he doesn't. You really should not be tailgating anyone. But most of all, this driver learned that you should never tailgate a cop.
Yeah, do it, please. Please light her up. Please light her up. I want to follow this guy around until he lights her up.
He's at least gonna make her uncomfortable.
I wouldn't tailgate her if I were him. I'd just light her ass up.
Oh, now she's tailgating the person in front of her.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
There we go.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
This guy almost seriously hurt a child. Luckily, a cop was there to put him in his place, so he never does this again. It is never a good idea to speed anywhere, especially a freeway when a cop is right next to you. This car was in a hurry and got around every other car. That was until a cop on a motorcycle put an end to it.
Slow, bro.
Got him!
Oh, that guy that took off and was trying to race me, he is now getting pulled over.
This car was in so much rage that they put another car in danger. Luckily, there was a cop nearby to take them off the road. This car almost caused an accident. That was a called right place, right time, in terms of the cop, that is. This driver ran a stop sign. How stupid. The best part of this happened right in front of a cop. This driver was in a hurry to run a red light. The undercover cop said, "Not so fast." This driver had no idea what was happening. Thank God that cop was there to provide this entertainment. This driver thought it would be a good idea to show off his skills, but that cop proved otherwise.
He's getting caught. You're so getting caught, you idiot. I gotta watch this one. No. Yep, there you go. That's what you get for being an idiot.
This driver doesn't have time for the law, but you know who does? The cop he almost got into an accident with.
Instant Karma.
This car turns left on red. I guess they didn't have time to deal with red lights. Well, this cop will take care of that.
Just get on through that red light there, Karen. Wow, just get on through that red light there, Karen.
Are you recording that?
This driver was extremely speeding right in front of a cop. Also, didn't pay any attention to the school zone. Watch this driver go around everyone at a red light. I guess when you rage, you don't think about the possible cops that could be ahead of you. This car thought it would be a good idea to speed. That came to backfire as a cop was right there to watch. This speeder got instant karma as they were caught by the police. I guess they will learn to check their surroundings. This motorcycle driver thought it'd be a good idea to get a head start. He didn't end up using his head. This driver pulled out in front of traffic. It just so happens that traffic included a cop. This car speeds past the cop. Are you on a highway? How much faster do you need to go?
It seems calculated to discourage any effort to try and live the way God wants us to live.
You're gonna go flying past a cop, you idiot!
That was stupid.
This truck decides they are not going fast enough. What's amazing is that they thought the only solution was to pass a cop. This car decides to speed down the road with no worries. What they, I guess, really didn't worry about was a cop chasing them down.
They gave me the middle finger.
This driver decides to pull out in front of oncoming traffic. Just so happens part of that traffic is a cop.
What the hell? Ooh.
This car did not wait for their turn, but the cop had no problem making a U-turn and making them aware of that. This guy got instant karma. I guess he didn't understand he doesn't run the road any longer.
Mr. Speed Demon. And then he has to slam on his brakes because of the...
Just to get one car. Bet you he's gonna go get that truck! Yes! Karma, baby!
Go get him!
Oh, he didn't get the truck. Oh, he did.
This fancy car didn't see the cop there. I guess they thought they were too good not to speed. Going around traffic isn't going to get you anywhere. This driver learned that with instant karma. This red truck is not very aware of what was around them.
Really
that includes
a
cop.
Whose mind it was from. Ain't that the way it always is? Jay Leno said that. He said, any actor, no matter who you are, he said, he was talking about somebody about doing stand. He was telling Dave, he said, keep doing stand. I don't care how famous you get as an actor.
This cool car thought he ran the road. After crossing over multiple lanes, this driver got the karma that was waiting. You can't always get your way. This driver learned that the hard way by this very convenient cop. This driver was being very reckless on the road. It is very clear why this cop pulled this rager over. This driver did not have time for that red light. Watch this cop give the instant karma.
Oh, lovely. Police. Oh. Híjole, mira, lo van a parar a este carro. I think because he didn't stop when there was a red light right there.
This driver was extremely impatient. They didn't even have the patience to look behind them. This driver was a speed demon. Unfortunately, they couldn't get away with that this time. It is probably not a good idea to speed past a cop. I guess it doesn't matter when you're in a hurry. This driver illegally drives around another car. Then they got instant karma by a cop. This driver was not following very many traffic laws. Watch this cop make sure that doesn't happen again.
That guy. Hates me, never a dull moment.
This car thinks that they can use the bike lane. Hint, it's for bikes.
And the Ukraine. I know that's a big issue that's on the table at this point.
Well, I think it's the biggest issue right now that is confronting President Biden, the Biden administration.
This car was going very fast. However, a cop noticed and quickly put it to a stop. This car was an extreme speeder. Hopefully this cop will teach them to keep the rage off the road. This driver didn't understand what road closed meant. Well, I guess after that comma, they will now. This truck didn't have time to wait and turned on a red light. This cop was not going to let that fly. This car thinks they can make up their own lanes. The cop said, "No, you can't. Watch this instant karma."
Nice.
Watch this driver ignore the speed limit. This rager was easily found by police. Hopefully, they learn their lesson. Here's another speeder have complete ignorance towards speed limit. It's good these cops are finding these people.
Oh, you government thing. Oh my God, again?
This driver ignored the fact that that wasn't a lane. They're lucky that they didn't hit this cop. Here's another speeder having no respect for the law. Luckily, a cop was there to put this driver in their place. This driver completely went into the other lane because they are impatient. They just didn't watch out for this cop. This brilliant driver decided not to wait their turn, so they got the karma that was coming. These cars just keep speeding. Watch these cops deliver the instant karma that was needed.
On 6 Buzz, there was that car that was like.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me so happy.
This driver had no thought of checking for cops before being in a hurry. Good thing this cop got their karma. This driver also make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you like what you see, click the one on the screen.